It's the 960th episode of the Jim King of the TV show, a regional record-breaking milestone, airing on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. And we're celebrating this magnificent milestone with the Chesnutt and Jones edition. Southeast Texas style. In this special half-hour episode, we'll shine a spotlight on two of Beaumont's favorite sons, Mark Chesnutt and George Jones.
A lot of good times, a lot of good memories,
Incredible talent he was, and I actually got to speak with him one time. I was working at a local radio station in Beaumont, and he called me up, and it was like one of the biggest thrills of my life. Kicker 95.1, it's Jim King. Hello.
Jim, this is George Jones. How are you?
Hey, George, how are you, man?
Well, we're doing pretty good for an old man.
Thanks to our sponsor, Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources. Enjoy the Honky Tonk Texas fabulous flashback. Freddie Pate's heartfelt tribute to the Possum as our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. An electrifying performance by Mark Chesnutt lighting up the stage in the Royal Spotlight.
King of the Road.
Howdy and welcome to the Jim King of the TV show. We're broadcasting on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. I'm Jim King of the Road, and you're tuned into the best little TV show in Texas. Don't miss your chance to see Texas country troubadour Josh Ward live at Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee, Texas on Saturday, February 1st. Tickets are available now at the Honky Tonk Texas box office or online at honkytonktexas.us. You can also hear Josh Ward's music streaming on King's Country Internet Radio. In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. King's Country is always at your fingertips, whether you're on the computer, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your car via Bluetooth. Enjoy crystal clear streaming worldwide through platforms like TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, or directly at kingscountry.net. Don't forget to tune into the award-winning Jim King of the Radio show, airing middays on King's Country. It's a fan favorite for a reason. It rules. Now stay with me as we take a cruise back to the iconic Cutter's Nightclub on College Street in Beaumont, Texas. As always, we're cruising Cadillac style, broadcasting across Southeast Texas TV, internet, radio, and social media. You'll find us everywhere.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road show.
Oh, hi, folks.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road.
Oh, my daddy had a job on an oil rig, but he did his living at a Cuban gig. He played guitar with a mighty hand, but he left again for the promised land.
Once upon a time in Beaumont, Texas, there was a little old nightclub on College Street named Cutter's.
Well, it seems sometimes I can hear it still.
And it's where country stars Mark Chesnutt and Tracy Byrd got their first big breaks. Back then, it was Mark Chesnutt and the New South Band, along with Tracy Byrd and Heartbroken.
You can touch the sky.
A few years earlier, Mark first hit the stage on the Charlie Pruitt Country Music Show.
We got a hometown boy coming up right now. When we had auditions 3 weeks ago, he got up and sang his 2 songs. Then he got up and sang about 15 songs after that, after we had a jam session. And you're gonna like this fella, because he's a good one. He's 18 years old and he comes from South Park, Texas, and his name is Mark Chesnutt. Come on out here, Mark, and give it to me.
Of course, Mark ended up honky-tonking his way all the way to Nashville and the top of the country charts numerous times.
Well, I only planned on 1 or 2 I might stay for free if that good-looking thing in the corner keeps smiling back at me. Oh, I'm not getting any better than goodbye.
Hello, Mark. Welcome back. Mark, I know this is a thrill for you because George is your hero.
That's right. Greatest. I'm nervous. I'm scared to death right now. I've been on this show about 5 or 6 times, and I just about started getting comfortable with it, about all these cameras and things, and then I have to sing in front of George Jones.
Well, you're doing a good job, son.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing great.
George has always been my main inspiration, I guess, because my daddy grew up here in Beaumont, and George spent a lot of time here, living here. And back in the 50s, Daddy and George were buddies. They were hanging around together and running the beer joints around here. And so I've always been fascinated with George Jones. And I met him back in the 80s. I was with a band that happened to play a fundraiser for Sheriff Mike Holtzaffel over in Hardin County. I think George had gotten in some trouble down there, and that was part of his deal. He had to go play a free show for the sheriff, and I opened up that night. That's when I first met him, and he remembered my daddy, and we talked. And after that, I did several shows opening up at Jones Country when he had that, and we've been friends ever since.
How about Tracy Lawrence? Look at who showed up. Mark Chesnutt. All right. Retirement don't fit in my plan. You keep your seat, I'm gonna stand. Eskimo needs a Frigidaire.
Lara needs your rocking chair.
I don't need no rocking chair. You don't need your rocking chair. You're tall and you make it care. You're tall and you make it care. I've got a little neon in my vein. And he's got neon in his vein. This may hurt on me fine. This may hurt on me the pain. You been need a rocking on the stand. This is rocking on the stage. Ain't cooking hot some in no game. Can't keep this pressure in a cage.
Little bit old, but I ain't impaired.
He definitely ain't impaired. I don't need no rocking chair. No, you don't need your rocking chair.
Body's old, but it ain't impaired.
You know we ain't impaired. We don't need no rocking chair.
This segment is sponsored by Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources.
Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money.
But we got off-road dump trucks, several tracos, several dozers, several guys that are very capable of following the plan and getting it done right.
Hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground.
Coming up, we'll feature Freddie Pate's tribute to the Possum as our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. You'll also enjoy the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback and see Mark Chesnutt shine in the Royal Spotlight. But first, we'll wrap up our focus on country legends Mark Chesnutt and George Jones. Wow, time sure flies when you're having a royal time. It's the 960th episode of the Jim King of the TV show, setting a new regional record. Since Tina Bean started 5-star feeds in Port Arthur over 24 years ago, it's always been a friendly neighborhood store, kind of like the general store of the good old days.
I think so. I try to be like it used to be. When I was young, going to feed stores and everything, it's, when people come in here, I want them to feel like they're walking into my house, where they feel welcome. So we try to keep it like that.
5-star Feeds in Port Arthur, Texas.
Is your house or roof dirty? Let the professionals at Frog Wash Pressure Washing bring your biggest investment back to life. Don't take a risk doing it yourself. Let the Soft Wash specialists clean your roof, house, vinyl siding, hard plank, and windows with low pressure and specialized chemicals. Check out our past jobs and reviews on our social media page. Our work speaks for itself. Insured and A+ rated by BBB. Call Frog Wash Pressure Washing for your free estimate today.
Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here.
Oh, I was so lost. Oh, but now I'm found. I was blind. Oh, but now I see.
After George Jones passed away in 2013, his family, friends, and colleagues gathered at a packed Benoit Lewis Hall in Vidor, Texas, to celebrate his legendary life and career. Among those in attendance was his eldest sister, Helen Scroggins Jones.
Well, I love my brother because he always looked after me and seen that I didn't need nothing.
Tell about his great singing.
Yeah, and I love to hear him sing up till he died.
And tell him about on your daddy's grave. You're going to tell that.
And I wanted the one that wrote Watching from the Window Up Above. My husband loved that song, and so I put it on his tombstone.
Now you want to thank everybody?
Huh?
You want to thank everybody?
Thank y'all.
Before I go, I want to tell y'all one little story. Come on, girl. Okay. When I was 2 or 3, I can't remember how because I was so young, but we moved to a farm in Waco. It was a cotton farm. And every summer, George would come and stay with us for a while. And I can't tell you how many times my daddy told the story about when he would come. He had never been around cows, never been around chickens. And so when he found out that eggs and milk came from cows and chickens, he said he was never going to eat them again. He said his eggs and milk came from the grocery store. And that's what he wanted, the ones from the grocery store. So I just want to tell y'all all we love you. We thank you. And I know George's music 50 years from now will be just as popular as it is right now.
We also heard from the legendary George Jones's sons, Jeffrey and Brian.
Just to have all these folks, love him and still listen to his music and support us, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm so thankful for everyone here. Thank you so much.
What was it like growing up in the George Jones household?
It was exciting.
It was wild.
Tumultuous sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of good times, a lot of good memories.
Incredible talent he was, and I actually got to speak with him one time. I was working at a local radio station in Beaumont, and he called me up, and it was like one of the biggest thrills of my life. Kicker 95.1, it's Jim King. Hello.
Jim, this is George Jones. How are you?
Hey, George, how are you, man?
Well, we're doing pretty good for an old man.
This is your hometown you're calling. You know that? Well, you know that.
Yeah, boy, we're looking forward to it. We always are. And anytime we come anywhere close to Beaumont and Texas.
Also appearing at the George Jones Southeast Texas Tribute in Vidor was former George Jones bandmate and songwriter Earl Peanut Montgomery.
And I've written a song. There's a new book coming out. My wife's the author of it. And they're going to make a movie from the book. And they want me to write the song. And this is what I've written. I don't have it finished, But because they're copying it with the media, you can't steal it because it's just now been copyrighted. Here it is right here. The Legend of George Jones. That's the name of the book. I've got a good melody to this too. I'm not going to sing, I'm going to read it to you, recite it. In 1931, a Texas mother gave birth to a son. She named him George, the singer of songs. In 6 days, God made heaven and earth. The 7th day, he rested from his work. And on the 8th day, he created the legend of George Jones. Songs began to fill the air like a Sunday morning choir. Sounded like angels singing round heaven's throne. The opera has never been the same since the announcer said his name. Like wildfire, spread the legend of George Jones.
King of the road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
Been having a ball since I was a boy in Beaumont.
Right now, we're going to get a young man from Beaumont, Texas up here. His name is Mark Chesnutt, and he's dressed like a bull rider, I think. And come on up here, Mark, and do your number, son.
Sure enough about closing time, that stormed out of my mind. And I end up with some honky-tonk special I found. Play me them songs about a ramming man. Put old Jim Beam in my hand.
King of the road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
The Texas honky tonk. There's no place like home.
Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas and Silsbee, Texas has featured a steady stream of the very best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Pack up your posse and boot scoot over to Honky Tonk Texas for great concerts, dancing, drinking, and dining. Of course, steak night is every Thursday, and don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas and Silsbee has been entertaining Southeast Texas since 2008. Where have you been? As a dedicated JLA agent, Suzanne Simmons is passionate about helping you find the home of your dreams. Whether you're buying, selling, or simply exploring the local market, Suzanne is here to provide expert guidance and personalized support. Call her today at 409-880-5307 to start your journey. Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here. Here comes Freddie Pate's tribute to the Possum, The Gospel According to Jones, produced and edited by Jim King and King of the Road Productions.
It's hard to make it to the back pew when you do what I do all night. If the church wasn't so far from this bar, then maybe I'd try. But as it goes, I'm just a no-show, sitting here singing these songs. Spreading the message from the gospel according to Jones. Step right on up, take the grand tour. He stopped loving her today. In Tennessee whiskey just some of the choices I've made. It's a real good year for the roses. Remember, the race is still on. There's just a few of the chapters from the gospel according to Jones. I'm just one of the many, and there's plenty trying to fill his shoes. I'm no preacher, but I'm a believer in the cold, hard truth. My altar's this stage, my congregation is full of lost souls. And we hold us a Saturday night service from the gospel according to Jones. You step right on up, take the grand tour. He stopped loving her today. And Tennessee whiskey and white lightning, they're just some of the choices I've made. It's a real good year for the roses. Remember, the race is still on. There's just a few of the chapters from the gospel according to Jones. But St. Hank and St. Lefty and Brother Wayland, where they've all passed on, but they're singing in heaven, says the gospel according to Jones. Yeah, we're gonna sing up in heaven, says the gospel according to Jones. Yeah, according to
In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. Stream King's Country Internet Radio on your PC, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your vehicle with your Bluetooth connection. King's Country is streaming worldwide on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, and at kingscountry.net. It rules. Up next, Mark Chesnutt takes center stage in the Royal Spotlight. Wow, time sure flies. You're having a royal time. It's the 960th episode of the Jim King of the TV show, setting a new regional record.
working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money.
We got off-road dump trucks, several tracos, several dozers, several guys that are very capable of following the plan and getting it done right.
Hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground.
Texas Hot Country Magazine is one of the oldest magazines in the Houston area and affiliated with 2 Houston radio stations, the new 93Q and Country Legends. We target the very lucrative family-oriented country music and Texas music market. Grab the latest issue at TexasHotCountryMagazine.com and check out Jim King of the Road's new column. For Texas Hot Country Magazine advertising rates and information, please contact Leon Beck at 281-702-2242.
We are World Gym. Let's rock.
We went together, deciding it should be forever. 2 paychecks are better than one. A diamond ring, it was done. I bought her a house like I said I would in a subdivided neighborhood. Fuse got short and the nights got long. It was over, long gone before I knew where I was headed to. I'm going through the big D, don't mean Dallas. I can't believe what the judge had to tell us. I got the Jeep, she got the Bounty. I'm going through the big D, don't mean Dallas. Things like this are never final. I'm still paying on the balance. Flooring in the laundry room, that's multicolored and waterproof. It's a little bit tough to face my friends. One that said that I jumped in the river of love a little too soon. That was August. This is June. That's a different tune. I'm going through the big D and don't mean Dallas. I can't believe what the judge had to tell us. I got the Jeep, she got the Bounty. Yeah, I'm going through the big D and don't mean Dallas. I can't believe what the judge had to tell us. I got the Jeep, she got the 2-bedroom, mortgages blue, side and I blue Bounty. I'm going through the big D and don't mean Dallas. Yeah, I'm going through the big D and don't mean Dallas.
Nestled between Beaumont and Lumberton, Texas, is a beautiful Book Nook Inn bed and breakfast. It hosts visitors from around the world. Locals love it also as a quick, relaxing getaway from their everyday life. Swimming, fishing, viewing a movie in its unique theater room, and more awaits them at the inn. It's also a premier wedding venue. Many couples have exchanged vows in front of its gazebo or its event room. Book Nook Inn hosts reunions, vow renewals, murder mysteries, and more. We hope soon you'll be our guest at Book Nook Inn.